So you want to use FL Studio, but how? In this video, I will teach you how to navigate the FL Studio DAW platform to start making your beats. Let's jump right in. So FL Studio is a music application. It's a digital audio workstation. Basically what this means is that it's used to produce, engineer, and also arrange tracks, music based on using an electronic form of music production. All right, so basically what it does is actually model what an actual studio would do without you have to pay the price of actually owning a physical studio. All right, of course, some of the same features that you would have in your studio you will find in the application. All right, so now we're going to just do a basic overview because that's what this video is for, just an introduction to the program. All right, so firstly we have up at the top here, right, this is your layout bar. As you can see here, starting from the left you have your files, right? This will show you all the things that you have worked on. You can edit stuff, you can add stuff like plugins, effects, that type of stuff. So when you input effects and plugins, this is where they will come. That will be shown in a video to come. Patterns, so if you have multiple patterns it will show up here. Right now we only have one pattern, which is pattern 1, so that's why that's the only pattern you're seeing. View, you can choose what you want to see, right? You can choose what to turn off and turn it on back. Yeah, so you can do it from here, but I'm going to show you somewhere else where I can also do it. You have your options, right, and then you have your tools and you have your help, right? Diagnostics, blah blah blah, all of them stuff there, right? All right, so that is this main bar over here, calling utilities bar. To the right of that you have your master volume, so this controls the volume of the whole program. So if you turn this down you're not going to hear anything, right? You have your master pitch. If me turn this to the left, because my audio is being routed through the application, you should hear changes, as in if I recorded my voice you would hear changes, right? Right to the right of that you have your song position. Now this only comes in play when you have stuff on the arrangement, but you will see that later down. You have your pattern / song mode, so this will switch from your step sequencer to your song mode, right? So this is what they call a step sequencer or the pattern. This is what they call song mode, or it will show on this, right? You have your play button, you have your stop button. Play button also doubles as a pause button, as you can see with the little green line, yeah. And you have a record button. Now there are multiple forms of recording, but for this video I'm just going through it, not really show it right now. All right, after that, to the right of that you have your tempo button, right? So how you change the tempo is by either scrolling up or down, and this will change the speed of your track, right? How fast the track is playing, right? This is useful when you want to make different genres, but of course we're not going into that right now. To the right of that you have your metronome. What the metronome does is to help you keep timing, right? So when you press it and you press play, you will notice that you hear a ticking sound. So when you're playing like keys or so, it helps to keep on time, right? To the right of that, waiting for input. So this is like when you have your keyboard plugin. So when I press something, that's when it will start playing. Let me do an example for you, right? So if I had something here and I was trying to record, let me just press a key, it would start automatically. Of course there's nothing on this channel, so you're not gonna hear anything. You have a 3 to 1 countdown for recording. So this is what it does, right? Without it, this is what would happen. So I go right into the playing. So this is useful for persons who don't want countdowns. You have your blending slash overdub, which is basically playing over a previous track. Of course, later on we'll look on that. You have your loop recording, which is basically when you're recording something to make it record over where you have or continue playing that track in a cycle. You have your typing keyboard to piano keyboard. Now this is going to be very useful, especially if you just start out. Majority of we don't have the money to buy a keyboard, right? A physical keyboard, music keyboard. So for the starting, more than likely you're going to be using this, right? After that, you have your scroll with the time marker. So what this does is, like, if I have a whole program or a whole project here, when I press this, it automatically scrolls with the project. It follows it instead of I have to be scrolling manually to see how far the track is and if I hear an error and that type of stuff. Alright, step editing mode. This allows you to edit, in steps, as you see. Yeah. Link, edit note or group clips. So basically this is like if I had a whole project here and I wanted everything to be as once, so when I move any part of that project, the whole thing moves, so it keeps it together. That's what this does. And you have a multi-link to controllers. This is useful when you have controllers like this, the MIDI keyboard or that type of stuff. You will be using this in more technical terms if necessary. Alright, up here you have your clock, right? There are two type of clock you get in FL Studio. You get it in minutes, seconds, and centiseconds, right? As you can see, 1 second, 2 seconds, and then you get it in bars, right? So 1, 2, yeah. So this is how this one work. Yeah, you get bars. I don't remember what the S mean. I don't remember what the T means. All right. To the right of that, you have your basic. What do I call this? A basic. Forgetting the name, but I remember. So it's like a basic graph. So it shows you a spectrum, yeah. So it shows you, so these would be the bass notes, these would be the high notes, and this would be the mid range. So it tells you if you do like a preliminary, you like to see where the frequencies are. If you're having peaking or if you're having issues, you can just look up here quick and you see it. And this is also another form of peak meter, right? So you have your monitor, or as I say, a spectrum graph, and you have a peak meter. So when I get too loud and you go all the way here and it start get red, say a peak. All right. So down here you will have a pattern knob. So this allows you to change between patterns. Up here you will have a CPU load. This will show you the amount of memory you're using and the amount of sounds that are being processed at that time. Alright, down here you view your playlist. Right, this is what they call a playlist. I will go in more in depth into what it is in our next video, but basically what the playlist do is to arrange when you're doing an arrangement for your track, right? See, after you finish everything here, you would then move them to the playlist to do your track arrangement. To the right of that, you have your piano roll. The use of the piano roll is to basically draw in your notes, right? So if we had a VST uploaded here, we would go in the piano roll, draw in the notes, and then you would hear things being played, music. All right. To the right of that, view channel rack. As I said, this is channel rack. I will call it the step sequencer, right? What you basically lay down all the ideas here. You don't have to necessarily put or use everything here. There are a few different modes, right? So you left click to input and you right click to get rid of them. Of course, we'll go more in depth into this in a next video, right? Just showing you the basics for now. We have our mixer. Now the mixer is the most important well, one of the most important parts after you do your rhythm and all of that. This is how you set your levels, you put on your effects, all of those stuff. So I'll get more in depth with that in a later video. All right. To the right of that, you have your browser slash plugin picker. Right. So basically, all this does is show you where your music files or your files on your computer that you will need are. Right. I will also show you in the next video how to put on different files and that type of stuff. Right now, I'm going to just take a break and say thank you very much for watching. If you reach this far, just a big one like and a subscribe so we can grow the channel and enable me to pass on more information to you. So just leave a like and a subscribe right now. Alright, back to this. So that's our file browser, right? So after that, we have our plugin picker or open project. So basically what this does is show you everything that's playing, all the channels, all the patterns, and everything combined, right? So you just press this up here and that's that. Now you have your plugin picker slash project picker, right? You click this, it shows you all the plugins that you have on your computer, so it allows you to, I guess, engage them a bit quicker. You have a tempo tapper. Now for persons who you want to sample or play over previously made rhythm or song, or you just want to get the timing that someone is singing on, you will just bring this up, engage the tempo tapper. You notice you have this place and it says stop, so you just use a mouse or you can use a keyboard and tap in the information. Yeah, just 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, so you can see I'm tamping at 124 beats per minute. Right, so tempo is recorded in beats per minute, and you can nudge it down, you can nudge it up, you can synchronize it with the beat, so it changes the speed of the track, and you can also choose to mute it. Yeah, so that's that. Lastly, you have view touch controller. This is for like tablets. If I had a we would call it now. If I had a touch screen, computer or so, I could use this to play, or I can even use to play same way. And of course, you have your downloads for FL Studio, your open menu, which is basically the same thing over here. You have your about or help, you have your one-click recording, your audio editor, and your undo slash undo history. Alright, so basically that's it for FL Studio. These are the basic parts of the program you need to know. These are the basic parts of the program you need to know in terms of navigating the program. Alright, for the next episode, because I noticed I kind of jumped, all I'm asking for you to do is to leave a like and subscribe and turn on the notifications, because the next episode, what we will be doing is diving deeper into how the plugin database works in terms of the browser, the file browser section, and how you put on like files, or you access the files, or you access custom packs that you may want to install, and that type of stuff. Alright, so thank you very much for watching. It's been your boy Musiq, and I'm out.